Hey everyone, it's Alex, and this has been one of the most requested videos in the last few days, and that is a straight up collector's token tier list to give you an at a glance kind of value of how I think you should be spending your tokens in Marvel Snap. Now, collector's tokens are extremely scarce, they're very valuable, so you don't want to waste them, okay? So I wanted to make something short and sweet to help discuss and show you guys where I thought some of these cards landed in regards to the viability for your tokens, because again, they're scarce and you don't want to waste them. Feel free to take a screenshot, reference this video whenever you need to. I made it short on purpose so you can come back to it quickly and get everything at a glance. But anyways, I'm just going to explain quickly how my thought process went, how I came to the tiering system, and to help you kind of at a glance get a good perspective and help you make informed decisions with spending your tokens. So I broke them up into 4 tiers, tier 1, 2, and 3, the usual. Then you got your trash tier. I actually feel bad about that because there's cards I actually really like in there, like Polaris. But I mean, you don't need Polaris in pretty much any deck. Like, it's kind of like a niche card. So the trash tier are either really bad cards like Hazmat and Crystal, or they're cards that like are never really a important fixture in any given deck. Like Polaris is cool in like disruption decks, but not required. So it's just like a, you know, why do you spend your credits there? No point, right? And then you got the tier 3. We're starting from the bottom. At tier 3, these are cards where it's like, they're not bad cards, but they're not like meta defining cards, and they might go well if you have like, if you've unlocked many of a specific archetype. Like for instance, Calling Wing's a fantastic card if you have a ton of your discard synergy ready to go. Brood's awesome if you've unlocked Mystique and Patriot. So like, there are a variety of different factors at play here. And one thing you'll note is that the pool 5 and 6 cards have the glowing borders, so you can identify them at a glance a little faster. It's also worth noting that everything is in alphabetical order. It's not tiered from left to right. It's just tiered top to bottom. Okay, so anyways, so tier 3, it's like if you have the major pieces to it, go ahead, spend those tokens, but I would prefer you save them for the tier 2 and the tier 1 especially. At tier 2, what you got is you got cards that I think have a lot of potential, can be meta defining in specific decks. Cards like Death, right? In Destroy decks, Death can be absolutely amazing. Zola is an incredible card in conjunction with Black Panther if you unlock them, or if you have them from the Battle Pass. Devil Dinosaur. Agent Coulson is one of my favorite new Series 4 and 5 cards. You also have Hela, who can be meta defining. Gives you an entire new archetype. Rogue is one of the best disrupt cards in the game. Valkyrie, an incredible new tool that we have to make very interesting decks. Venom, I mean, the list goes on. These are all cards that really can produce viable decks, and if you really like the card, just unlock it, right? They're valuable cards, and I actually included Galactus at tier 2 because, like, on the surface, I think that Galactus is obviously a really cool card, but I wanted to be like, all right, we know what Galactus does, and we know that there's some synergy, but it's also an extremely high risk play. So after like pulling the combo off like once or twice, are you really gonna play him for ranking? Like, it's hard to say. It's still early, right? So my initial impressions are probably not, like, it's not a broken OP card, so you probably aren't going to want to do that, but you still want the card because it's cool, right? So I totally understand. And then we get to tier 1. These cards are cards that I believe, if you've seen the shop and you like the card, that you should be buying it. They are cards that stand alone by themselves, like cards like Green Goblin, Magneto. There are cards that are just amazing in like pool 1 and 2 deck lists, regardless of your collection level, which is like Hood, Sarah. You have obviously Dracula is amazing in discard lists. Destroyer can basically run a pool 2 deck with just Destroyer and be absolutely top notch. I've showed that deck list a bunch of times. Arrow, probably the best disruption card in the game. Absorbing Man, an absolutely insane ability of copying it on reveal. Daredevil, ridiculous. Doctor Doom, what, the best zoo card in the game probably. Green Goblin can slide into pretty much any deck. Lockjaw, a whole new archetype. Like, the list goes on. And you got the Mystique Patriot, of course, and I mean, they need no introduction. What I'm trying to tell you here is that at the top of the tiers, you're seeing these cards that can be absolutely deck defining. They give you tools that you can't find anywhere else. Like Wave and Wong, you don't find those tools anywhere else, right? Sarah, you don't find those tools anywhere else. Shiri is going to get nerfed, absolutely broken, by the way. And then you have Thanos. Thanos is just so interesting. Whether he's amazing or not is still up for discussion. It's still so new. I actually just unlocked him, so I'm excited to actually give him a shot and, you know, test a bunch of decks out live on stream. But the thing about it is a whole new way to play Marvel Snap. It's a whole new way to play Marvel Snap. Way more than Galactus. Galactus is like a cool finisher, but Thanos is like a completely different way. It's like a whole different game, right? So that's why if you have the tokens and you want to have that experience, it's worth spending those tokens. So this is the tier list. I don't really want to go through every single card because it would take forever, but at a glance, obviously I do think that there are some cards that offer more value than others. What I will say is that patience, I think, will favor many people. Don't go and just blow all your tokens at once, because then you're going to see that card that you really want and you're like, oh man, I don't have enough tokens. You can pin it, but it might take a while for you to get those damn tokens. So it's better if you conserve and really make educated decisions as opposed to just wasting those sweet, sweet tokens. Thanks for watching, guys. I got another video down below. I'd love if you watch it and continue the fun that we're having here in Marvel Snap. I can't wait to see you on Twitch, and we'll see you in that next Marvel Snap video.